What is the point? Is this just...
In fairness, from this angle, from the back angle, that totally makes sense why you would think that. Because that looks like an awful bit of turns and corners. Like, how are you even going to try to overtake? What if you're 2 cars wide here? Like, you're just screwed. But realistically, drivers know better. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look at why Baku is the best street circuit on the Formula 1 circuit. Best street track on the Formula 1 circuit. We'll take that. Best street circuit in Formula 1. That's what we'll say. Okay, you guys have to let me know your thoughts on this. It is another perspective video. Absolutely insane YouTube creator. Love his videos, love his perspective on things in F1, and actually just really enjoys sitting back and watching his explanations for why things are good, why things are bad, why things could change, why things could maybe slightly, tweak in ways that will make it brilliant, or in this instance, why something should never be touched, which is the Baku Grand Prix street circuit. So let me know what you guys think about Baku down in the comments below. We may have a live stream tomorrow for the qualifying session. I'm not 100% sure. I'm in the midst of a move, so we will see how that goes. But yeah, let's get into the video.
Baku is the best street circuit on the calendar, and let me explain.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Unscripted real thoughts.
Now, I do have bits and pieces on my channel talking about Baku, and you would know how much I love this circuit. I really do think it is the best street circuit we currently have on the calendar. Some might say,
but what makes it so good?
Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Canada. Now, I agree. That is a top tier circuit. One of the best. One of my personal favorites.
My only question is, which I'm going to give him, obviously it's time to talk, my apologies. What makes a good street circuit? Is it the action that takes place? Is it like the platform that the circuit gives for the action to take place? Or is it just the sort of events that take place? Because Baku's been extremely eventful, and you could put that on the circuit, but is it one and the same? Or I don't know. That's just my thought process to it.
Since I was young, I would always just do.
Are it events and moments that make a street circuit amazing, or is it just how good the track is made?
So many different sections, and we will talk about that in an upcoming video. But for me, I consider the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve more of a hybrid street circuit. Now, don't get me wrong, it is open to the public. A lot of it is public road from what I have seen. There's actually a couple of Canadian YouTubers I think you should subscribe to called CCF1, so make sure you check out their YouTube channel and other social media accounts. But for me, it is more of a hybrid circuit, so definitely purely as a street circuit, one where literal streets are unrecognizable as a racetrack when it isn't a race weekend. I think Baku takes the crown for me. Even if
because it's just normal streets. It's just normal streets.
Road, it is a street circuit technically, but Albert Park, the roads there were built to accommodate Formula 1. If you look at the history, that's just a fact. I think Baku is an incredibly special racetrack. Now, it has so many sections which for me have redefined how I look at a racetrack. For example, 90-degree turns. Not everyone's favorites. They can be seen on a track map, on a new proposed track layout, and we think, not this again. But after Baku, and after how many years we've been there since 2016, the way I look at 90-degree corners now has completely changed. It works so well at Baku because of the long straights, very high speed sections into extremely hard braking.
And now that the cars are wider, it's going to be so much better.
To give an opportunity to overtake for the drivers, which is always important. It gives us action. It's what we want to see. In an era where circuits mean so much, for me, Baku just ticks all the boxes. It has a little bit of everything. Not only that, but it...
Honestly, I don't know if I'm speaking bad juju on it, but I feel like the way we've been hyping up Baku is going to lead to an awful Grand Prix. Because Barcelona, you guys were telling me, is one of the worst Grand Prix circuits that is there. Same with Monaco. And Monaco, obviously the rain put a damper on what would be the action. But Barcelona was a great race. Not out of this world great, but entertaining to say the least.
Tricky circuit.
But I'm hoping Baku is still there.
Not much room for which can close very quickly on the drivers, and on each side the barriers are right there. There's very little room for drivers to go wide in a lot of sections. Now sure, there are some runoffs, but in terms of majority of the track, I mean, if you make a mistake, you're probably going to be into the wall. I think Baku really has kind of changed the way street circuits are designed in a way. I think that I have always said really recently that Baku is the perfect example of a modern street circuit. It is pretty much, in my opinion, it's just about perfect. The really only boring race that I've watched at Baku was 2016. Since then, every single year has been really enjoyable. There's been some banger races. It has become one of the best tracks on the calendar, a fan favorite. And it's great to see that
Baku!
happen, because when we first saw the circuit layout, when it was proposed for 2016, a lot of people were criticizing the track, me included. I thought, this is just such a strange layout. I don't understand how it's going to work.
With the
Seeing
long
passing
straights and the
section had
speeds.
a lot of people thinking, how is this even possible? How are the cars going to even race here? What is the point? Is this just...
In fairness, from this angle, from the back angle, that totally makes sense why you would think that. Because that looks like an awful bit of turns and corners. Like, how are you even going to try to overtake? What if you're two cars wide here? Like, you're just screwed. But realistically,
for show.
drivers
now,
know
street
better.
circuits do need to show off the city. I mean, that's what the investment is for. You're also not only just holding a race, you're trying to show everyone, look at our city, look at how historic it is, look at these nice buildings, look at this, look at that. That's what it is all about. I think Baku does that very well, and the track doesn't really compensate or prioritize that. I still think everything fits in well. Everything just seems to be in the right spot. Herman Tilke cops a lot of flack for some of the circuits that he has designed, and I think that Baku is the best street circuit that he has designed. You're never gonna really get the perfect track in a way, but in terms of a street circuit, I think Baku comes pretty close. It's probably one of my favorite races of the year because I just get so excited. When I hear Baku, I think action, good racing.
I'm just hoping it's going to be Red Bull versus Ferrari
tough
action.
on the drivers,
I really
hard
want it.
on the brakes, hard on the cars, everything. It's a very big puzzle, I think, in Formula One, and I think it's just a great addition to the calendar. I really do like including your opinions in this unscripted series because I feel like it's just a great way for everyone to get involved, and I think that hearing your opinions is great, and hearing differing opinions, I think it's important when you're talking about any sport. So with that, let's have a look. I said, is Baku the best street circuit on the calendar right now? Rate it out of 10 and give me your opinion. We'll start off with Dimitris, who says
Canadian
Grand Prix exists. Now, I agree. As I said before, Canadian Grand Prix, that circuit, it's top tier. One of the best, I think. It's fantastic in so many different ways. But for me, I just have to consider it as more of a hybrid circuit. But that is just my opinion. I guess that might be up for debate. But you're definitely right. It is, no doubt, one of the best circuits in the world. Justin says, definitely the best street circuit, possibly ever. Only Monaco comes close because of its status, but the racing in Baku is obviously a million miles better.
Which, like, why would they not then try to take that into account to make Monaco better? Make Monaco great again. No, I won't say that. But that's kind of what they need to do, right? It's kind of what needs to happen to make the track, like, make Monaco as a race more interesting. Like, obviously you can't necessarily widen the streets, like, you're going to keep the sort of historic landmarks that are involved with it, but other than that, like, you have to find a way to spice it up to some degree. Because Monaco is just, it's so boring. Like, it's so boring. I was getting so tired while watching the race. And, like, not even, I was trying to be interested. I was trying to stay focused. And I mean, Ferrari helped with that. Ferrari were absolutely shitting the bed and it made it very interesting. But, okay, let me know what you guys think about Baku. Obviously, this man loves Baku. He goes well in depth into it. and I know we're only watching half of the video, but he's going into more telling your guys' opinions, which I want to hear in the comments. So let me know what you guys think about Baku. Is it the best street circuit? Which one's better? Which one's worse? What could they improve on any of them? What street circuit do you guys think you would like to see that could be like it? Honestly, guys, I think Miami could have the chance to eventually not be like Baku, but have interesting races like Baku. That's sort of the goal. That's what you want. Vegas also. Racing on the Vegas Strip, that straightaway is actually pretty sick. So, in terms of like scenery, 2023's Las Vegas Grand Prix might actually be super dope. So, let me know what you guys think though down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for qualifying.